How do we use magmatic petrography to understand the origins and evolution of volcanic rocks? Magmatic petrography is a branch of geology that focuses on the study of igneous rocks, which include volcanic rocks that have solidified from magma or lava. By examining the mineralogy, texture, and chemistry of volcanic rocks, magmatic petrologists can gain insight into the origins and evolution of the magmas from which they formed. This information can help us understand the geological processes that have shaped the Earth's surface, and may also have practical applications in areas such as mineral exploration, volcanic hazards assessment, and geothermal energy production. One of the main goals of magmatic petrography is to identify the various minerals present in a volcanic rock, and to understand how they formed and interacted with each other. For example, different minerals may form at different stages of magma crystallization, as the magma cools and solidifies. As the magma cools, minerals with higher melting points will crystallize first, while those with lower melting points will crystallize later. This process is known as fractional crystallization, and can be observed in many volcanic rocks. By studying the mineralogy of a volcanic rock, magmatic petrologists can estimate the temperature and composition of the magma from which it formed, as well as the sequence in which different minerals crystallized. Another important aspect of magmatic petrography is the study of volcanic rock textures. These textures can provide clues about the conditions under which the magma solidified, as well as the way in which it erupted onto the Earth's surface. For example, some volcanic rocks have a porphyritic texture, which means that they contain large crystals, phenocrysts, embedded in a finer-grained groundmass. This texture is typically associated with slow-cooling magmas that have undergone multiple phases of crystallization. Other volcanic rocks have a vesicular texture, which means that they contain voids or cavities, vesicles, formed by gas bubbles that were trapped in the magma. This texture is typically associated with explosive volcanic eruptions, where gases are rapidly released from the magma as it erupts. The chemistry of volcanic rocks is another key area of study in magmatic petrography. By analyzing the chemical composition of volcanic rocks, magmatic petrologists can determine the source of the magma and the processes that contributed to its evolution. For example, some volcanic rocks have a high silica content, which is typically associated with magmas that have undergone extensive fractional crystallization. Other volcanic rocks have a low silica content, which is typically associated with magmas that have undergone partial melting of the Earth's mantle. In addition to silica, volcanic rocks may contain other chemical elements such as iron, magnesium, potassium, and sodium, which can provide important clues about the composition of the magma and the processes that contributed to its evolution. Overall, magmatic petrography plays a critical role in our understanding of the origins and evolution of volcanic rocks. By examining the mineralogy, texture, and chemistry of volcanic rocks, magmatic petrologists can reconstruct the processes that led to the formation of the magma, and the way in which it erupted and solidified. This information can help us understand the geological history of the Earth, and may have practical applications in a wide range of fields, from mineral exploration to volcanic hazards assessment. What are the key features that we look for in these rocks? Magmatic petrography is a specialized field of geology that focuses on the study of igneous rocks, which are formed from the cooling and solidification of magma or lava. Magmatic petrologists examine the mineralogy, texture, and chemistry of these rocks to gain insight into their origins and evolution. In order to identify and interpret the key features of igneous rocks, magmatic petrologists use a variety of techniques, including petrographic analysis, mineral chemistry, and isotopic dating. One of the most important features that magmatic petrologists look for in igneous rocks is their mineralogy. Igneous rocks can contain a wide variety of minerals, including quartz, feldspar, mica, amphibole, and pyroxene, among others. Each of these minerals has a distinct chemical composition and crystal structure, which can provide important information about the conditions under which the rock formed. For example, the presence of certain minerals may indicate that the magma was rich in silica, while the absence of other minerals may suggest that the magma was depleted in certain elements. In addition, the size, shape, and arrangement of the minerals in the rock can provide clues about the rate at which the magma cooled and solidified. Another key feature that magmatic petrologists look for in igneous rocks is their texture. Texture refers to the size, shape, and arrangement of the minerals in the rock, as well as the presence or absence of voids or inclusions. For example, a rock with a porphyritic texture contains large, visible crystals, phenocrysts, embedded in a finer-grained matrix, groundmass. This texture suggests that the magma underwent two stages of cooling and crystallization. First, the phenocrysts crystallized slowly at depth, and then the groundmass crystallized more rapidly at the surface. Other textures, such as vesicular or glassy, can provide important clues about the way in which the magma erupted onto the Earth's surface. Chemical composition is another key feature that magmatic petrologists examine when studying igneous rocks. Different types of magma have distinct chemical compositions, which are determined by the source of the magma and the processes that contributed to its formation and evolution. For example, magma that originated from partial melting of the Earth's mantle tends to have a higher magnesium content than magma that originated from the melting of continental crust. By analyzing the chemical composition of igneous rocks, magmatic petrologists can gain insight into the processes that led to the formation and evolution of the magma, as well as the geological history of the region in which the rocks are found. Finally, magmatic petrologists may use isotopic dating techniques to determine the age of igneous rocks. Isotopic dating involves measuring the ratios of isotopes of certain elements in the rock, which can provide a precise estimate of the age of the rock. For example, the decay of radioactive isotopes of uranium and thorium to lead can be used to date rocks that are billions of years old. Isotopic dating can provide important information about the timing of geological events, such as volcanic eruptions or the formation of mountain ranges. In summary, magmatic petrologists look for a variety of key features when studying igneous rocks, including mineralogy, texture, chemical composition, and isotopic dating. By analyzing these features, magmatic petrologists can reconstruct the geological history of a region, gain insight into the processes that led to the formation and evolution of magma, and contribute to our understanding of the Earth's dynamic geological processes. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications.